Welcome to Kyle's Creative Dabbling, Week 5. Today, I have a list of 6 topics on this yellow legal pad here that I am going to talk about today in a very specific order, though the order on this page is not that specific order, so I had to write numbers that, let's just say the numbers along the things I'm going to talk about go in the order of 1, 5, 3, 6, 4, and 2. Because I wasn't thinking about the order when I was writing down the topics. Enough of that. Number 1 is to discuss the poor audio quality from the last video and the videos that came before that. After watching that last video and rewatching it and then rewatching it again and again, I decided to look into my audio situation on my camera, and I found that the inputs were not correctly set up. That my specific camera has 2 audio channels, and both of those audio channels were set up to the internal microphone, and none of them were set up to input 1, which is attached to this microphone right here. And that accounts for why the audio was so bad previously. And another part of that might be the way that I exported the audio out of my Premiere Pro application to process it for the upload. I may have processed the video out on a stereo setup and not a mono setup. And this requires more of a mono audio setup with the export. So there's that. And then topic 2, I need to get better at my editing quality overall. I've known that moving forward. Looking backwards, I have known that. And hopefully it's gradually gotten a little bit better with each one of these videos. You know, problem is it's been a few years now since I got my degree, and I was using Premiere Pro quite a bit on, well, it was on a MacBook, but it was still Apple. You know, this is an iMac desktop setup, but it's been a long minute since I was regularly using my editing programs. So some of those skills have unfortunately atrophied while I've been preoccupied doing other things unrelated to video editing. I've been doing some photography on my own and writing, but I haven't been doing as much video editing or video recording as I would like. So I'm reestablishing my skills and talents in those areas over the coming weeks here as I use my editing software more frequently and get acclimated to my camera setup on the video camera there. And topic 3 is about creative block. And it's just about how I experience a lot of creative block. A lot of people do based on what I've read. And it's pretty common, I guess, like whether it's a photo project or a film project. Like it took me a while to come up with what I was going to do today. So it's just kind of like going off the cuff with this video. And also writer's block, it pertains to that as well. Like I have a poem on my phone here that I started writing the other day, and then it's more of a rhyme. There's not really a story to it, but I didn't finish it, and there's a good chance I won't. I don't know where it goes, but it goes like this. I see you standing at the window, staring into my room now. It's a little unusual. Now it's not finished. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. It started off by trying to rhyme window with room now. And there's also the you and I see you at the beginning. And then I was trying to rhyme it with all with unusual. And I don't know where I'm going from there. So I got blocked there. And that leads me to topic four, which may explain some of my creative block, if not all of it, is the idea of walking into worlds. I read something the other day about Mamba mentality, or more specifically, the Black Mamba persona that Kobe Bryant apparently used on the basketball court. Isn't what I read? He would adopt this persona of the Black Mamba while he was playing the game, and everything going on in the world and with his life ceased to exist when he adopted that persona, which got me thinking about walking into two worlds. And looking back at my life, I feel like into worlds quite a bit. Just like with wanting to do stuff like this, wanting to record videos, wanting to edit videos, do photography, wanting to write, and then at the same time balance that with whatever I have to do to sustain just like living in general, like the practical side of things, kind of makes me feel like walking into worlds to an extent, because you have the creative aspect of it, like what you want to do, like writing and taking pictures. I mean, I don't like to take pictures with my phone necessarily all the time, but when it's all that's available, or whether it's doing whatever it is that needs to be done in order to make a living in the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think I personally need to get better at kind of like merging those two versions of myself, as it were, the creative version and the non creative version of myself. See, and I think the problem is I don't really all that much like the non creative version of myself. So I need to get better at like merging that a little bit. And then that leads me to remote work opportunities. In the past several months, quite a while actually. I mean, longer than quite a while. I have been trying to find remote work opportunities in creative fields, specifically video editing type work or photography editing, uh, videography, photography, just that sort of work, even social media management opportunities. But none of it's really panned out just yet. And I'm thinking a part of that might have to do with my lack of an adequate portfolio with respect to video editing work and YouTubing and social media management skills and all of that. So this like doing this here, like recording these weekly videos, is kind of a multi-purpose thing. It gets me into the habit of editing more regularly on a weekly basis. So getting more acclimated with using the video camera, the Sony FS5 that I'm currently filming with, and also the Adobe software that I use to edit my videos, so that it becomes more habit and just more routine, and ideally at a point just becomes second nature to use the applications. And also, it serves the benefit of me being able to discuss my creative ideas, whatever creative projects I'm working on, or creative projects I'm thinking of working on. Last week, I went over some photographs I took, and a week before that, I talked about the uh, cloning aspect that I was working on in photography and video work with duplicating myself on camera and learning how to do that. And so that's another purpose for this, is to just talk about my creativity, my creative dabbling, as I like to call this video series here. And that dabbling consists of film, photography, writing. And I think another purpose of it could be to just kind of clarify my thoughts on certain things a little bit, kind of like what this video is serving to do. And it's also serving to clarify my thoughts on like just like what I want to do specifically creative wise, and also just getting the thoughts out of here and like onto paper and onto a recording so that I did not mean to touch the mic like that. And thinking right now, I'm just like the last 30 seconds to a minute of what I've been saying. Kind of wish I would have said it a little bit differently, but I'm kind of just going with a one take situation here. So I'll just kind of try and rephrase s- things better in a future video. And the next topic I'm going to discuss is coffee brewed at home. Is because I've gotten into the habit lately of more often than not just drinking coffee from home, bring it myself, and that's just maybe it's just the brand I use, but I'm just not really liking the taste of it all that much, and I'm not really a cream and sugar person. Though when I go to coffee shops, that I'm not doing that frequently anymore. I do tend to get be more of a white mocha person, but I don't do that same flavoring when I'm at home. I just kind of like drink the coffee black. And I just need to get better at brewing it at home because I don't like the taste of it. So that's the six topics that I was set to discuss here. I think I think that is it. That is it. Thank you for watching this video. Again, this has been Kyle's Creative Dabbling.